Hello everyone, welcome to Sade's Tarot Tea. So today guys, I am so excited to be doing this series. I want to start doing readings like this where I touch on everyone from a TV show. And even if they're famous in real life, not just on TV from their character is what I mean. I still want to pull on them. So who I'm gonna do first for my new series is Euphoria. I'm gonna do the show Euphoria and pull on the girls from Euphoria. If you guys like this series, just let me know. I'm really excited to be doing this series. I love this show. I can't wait till it comes back. The first one that I'm gonna read on is actually Zendaya. I've been wanting to read on Zendaya for like the longest time, but I haven't read on her yet. And I figure that this would be the perfect time to read on her. And I will also be doing the other girls, like I said, from Euphoria. And if you guys want me to do the guys from Euphoria, just let me know. This will be a whole series. I'm so excited. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and look at Zendaya as a person. We're going to go ahead and pull up her chart like I normally do. So, like I said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull up Zendaya's chart. It's going to be in one of these corners here. She has a sun in Virgo. Her moon is in Taurus. Her Mercury is in Libra. Her Venus is in Cancer. And her Mars is in Cancer. I don't know what her rising is. Unfortunately, they do not have it. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and proceed with the reading. So the first thing I'm feeling from Zendaya is that she's actually pretty outspoken. She's very funny. She's a little bit quiet when you first meet her, but when you really get to know her, she just has people like cracking her up. Like she cracks people up when she opens her mouth. She loves to be the center of attention, even though she doesn't always show it. I don't see any Leo in her chart. Maybe that's her rising, but she loves to be the center of attention when she makes a joke, or when she, not to be like snobby or funny or like, I don't know, not to be like weird or anything, like, oh, I love the center of attention. Like, she does like it, but it's when she wants it on her. She's very private. She moves very much in private with her moon in Taurus. She keeps her emotions very in check, very close to her heart. She's so possessive over her friends, but in like a cute, very softy type of way. It's not like abusive or, destructive or off-putting. I feel like Zendaya gives people more when she wants to be around them. She gives them more of herself, but still keeps herself very reserved, very private. I feel like Zendaya, even though, like I said, she likes to be the center of attention when she tells jokes, when she's only when she's around her friends, she likes it. But I also feel like a lot of people pay attention to her, and she doesn't, like, I feel like she'll walk into a room and she doesn't like it because people will stare. So again, I don't know what her rising's in, but if it's in Leo, then of course she might like it. But her Virgo sun contradicts this a lot if she does have a Leo rising. I pick up this very nurturing energy from Zendaya. She makes you feel so understood, heard, and she just loves being around those that comfort her. She loves comfort food. She likes soul food. I don't know where she grew up. Where did she grow up? Oh, Oakland, California. Okay. But I don't know if her father is like of Jamaican descent or some type of energy where they cook a lot of like soul food. She loves soul food. Like, I feel that from her. She likes a good home cooked meal. She could also, I feel like she cooks very well too. I feel like with her moon in Taurus, if she channeled it more, she would be able to cook very well if she doesn't already. I also feel like when Zendaya gives you her heart, she really gives you her heart. She is one of the most nurturing energies I've ever felt. She has a very good spiritual energy around her too. I feel like she's very spiritually protected, and I feel like she has her ancestors practice like voodoo, hoodoo, something like that, like very like white magic. Even some stem way down to like dark magic. I also feel like before she did the show Euphoria, it was, Zendaya was getting good. She was getting good gigs. She's not, someone that's new to the game. She knows what she's doing. She's someone that researches her roles. She's someone that really gets into every role she does. People love working with her because when she walks on set, like, She is so professional. She's so humble. She listens. She's not a brat. You know, she was very much raised. I pick up from this mother influence and this fatherly influence. I know her father's around her a lot too. But I'm picking up on a motherly influence that really instilled good home training in her. And this mother would use that Zendaya has, would use her words, like, to reprimand Zendaya and her sisters. Does she have a sister, actually? Or is she an only child? Okay, so actually I'm picking up on, she has three sisters and two brothers. She has a big family, wow. Including herself. I'm picking up on that Zendaya really stopped, like, before she got the role of Euphoria and some of the movies that she got, she grew up on Disney Channel and she hated acting for a while. Like, she doesn't have good memories from her childhood. This doesn't have to do with her parents. It has a lot to do with the way she grew up in the music industry and the acting industry. You know, I'm picking up that she saw, you know, a lot of stuff that she didn't want to see. You know, her father was around her a lot, so she was very well protected. But what she would hear, like, she would hear stories about actresses getting raped or actresses doing drugs, like, very young, and she's curious about it, like, why that happens to people, why stuff like this, you know, gets to people, why do they get involved in this stuff. And it makes her sad, you know, it makes her really sad when she hears these stories. But, you know, she is so grateful, guys, that she grew up the way she grew up, having her father there when she was so young. Even to this day, like, she brings her family along with her. Not so much, the mom is more of a homebody, but the dad will go everywhere with her. She's very close to her dad. Yeah, I'm picking up too that Zendaya hated Disney Channel in some ways, because even though she's grateful for the opportunity, like I've said before, of some Disney Channel stars, she didn't like that it was pigeonholing her. She needed something that would help break her out of that mold. So when she got presented this role of Euphoria, she was so ecstatic. She was so excited. I mean, there was a little bit of backlash I'm picking up on from her family's end. Not so much her parents. Her parents are super supportive of her. The mom is a little bit of a homebody, but she will go places with her. She will be there with her. But her dad, I'm picking up her dad as her ride or die. Like, her dad is everything to her. But Disney just made it really hard on her to, like, because they wanted her to stick by their contract, and she kind of became codependent on her image. So when she got the role of Euphoria, she was kind of scared to take it, to be honest with you guys. She was scared to take that role because she didn't know how it was going to make people look at her. She was intrigued by it because it was a challenge, and she's like, yes, like, I love a challenge. I like a good challenge. But people were in her ear like, oh, how do you think people are going to perceive you when you take this role? How do you think you're not going to be that cookie cutter Disney Channel star anymore? And you know what, guys? At first, guys, she was concerned. She was really worried about that. She kind of almost backed out of the role of, even if she didn't present this idea to Drake or to the directors that did Euphoria, when before she read the script, but she knew what the story was about, she was thinking about backing out, because there were people that were just like, oh, you know, I wouldn't take that role if I were you. That's going to damage your reputation. You know, what about your reputation? What about, you work so hard, Zendaya, to portray yourself, not just through Disney Channel, but, you know, in award shows, we see her looking super classy. We see her looking, you know, well put together at all times. And, you know, she had some people in her ear. I don't know who these people are. I'm hearing them. They were very choosy, making her be very choosy. They were just like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't do that role. But she did have a lot of people, like her family, that she cared about. That's the thing I like about Virgos is, you know, you can tell them something, and she has her moon in Taurus. You could tell them stuff all day, but if they know in their heart what they feel is true, that it will pay off or something will grow out of it, there's nothing much you can say that will stop them, you know. And that's what I'm feeling like was happening with Zendaya, is that even though there were some naysayers, she expected that, you know, she expected people to be like, oh, you know, this, you shouldn't take that role because it's so dark, you know, the show's dark. But as we know, she, you know, she went forward with it anyway. And I'm seeing it's paying off for her. It's paying off. Yeah, it's 10 of Wands in the reverse. Zendaya is getting a taste of what it's like to be in that party life, because I'm not saying she's completely a saint, who is. She's gone partying, she's gone to clubs, you know, her parents let her go out. Her dad's really strict, but, you know, and the mom is kind of strict too, but I pick up from the dad, he's more strict. You know, and it's helped actually their family a lot, you know, with money, it's helped a lot. But I do pick up this energy that the father is like, whenever you want to stop Zendaya, you can stop. The money isn't important. Actually, for the first time, the King of Pentacles is telling me that. I never really hear that with the King of Pentacles, to be honest with you guys. I'm hearing from her father. I don't know what his sign is, but I'm feeling from him, you can let, with the 10 of Wands in the reverse, you can let this go. You can let this burden go whenever you want, because it became a lot for her before she landed the role of Euphoria. It became a lot for her, guys. Like, she was getting tired of being in Hollywood, you know. It was just very, very draining. But she, due to her father's encouraging words and her mother's encouraging words, she proceeded. You know, she knew that she would have a backup. If she ever needed a backup, she would have it. I do feel like too, Zendaya has been backstabbed with people. I mean, that's Hollywood, but she's been backstabbed a lot, you know, through, you know, friends not being jealous of her, not being there for her, people in the industry, you know, people in her love life, people that she was close with, have just been very unforgiving. She's been very unforgiving. I'm picking up the role from Euphoria, Rue, the character that she plays with Rue. She related a lot to the mother scene, because there were times where her daughter, Zendaya's mom, excuse me guys, sorry, Zendaya's mom felt like she was kind of like losing her daughter to the industry. So when she got that scene, she was just like very into it, because she's gone through that with her parents, not just with her dad, but not just with her mom, but her dad too. Yeah. So let's go ahead and see if she will continue as Rue on the show. I mean, we'd hope so, right? I'm seeing that she will. Yeah, it's doing really well. It's a little bit burdening for her, though. It's very heavy for her. She has really bad, Zendaya has really bad anxiety. She has really bad anxiety, and especially when she has to do like really heavy scenes, it gets a little bit much because of how far they push her, which is good that they push her. She likes it, but it gets really tough on her because it's so draining. I mean, that's obvious, but it's very draining to act like you're this toxic child, you know? There's parts of her that can relate to Rue. There's definitely parts that relate to Rue on the show, but she hasn't been nearly through as much as, you know, Rue's been through. She feels like she's cookie cutter compared to Rue. I see more projects coming up for Zendaya, so she's going to take a break. The show's going to take a minute to come back on, just because they need to, they're actually shooting season 2. And I'm seeing that after season 2, she's going to take a break. They're going to take a break from the show because Zendaya is going to have other projects come up, and then I'm seeing it get renewed for 3 seasons. I'm seeing Euphoria get renewed for 3 seasons. So let's see what's going to happen. You know what, guys? I'm seeing the show get renewed for 2 seasons only. Yeah. I'm seeing it get renewed for 2 seasons only, not 3. As of now, it's gonna be 2 seasons, but I'm not picking up on, 2 seasons, but I'm not picking up on that it will be renewed for another season, for a 3rd season. It's something about the show that I don't know if Zendaya's not going to be able to do it anymore because she's going to have so many projects, but I'm seeing as of now there's only going to be 2 seasons because they're going to run out of ideas like very fast, because the episodes are, 1, they're very long, and then 2, you know, season 2 is going to cover so much. So I feel like a 3rd season could be possible, but as of now it will look like there's only going to be 2 seasons because people are going to get very bored of the show very fast, I'm seeing. So that sucks. Now, guys, I could be wrong with that. It could totally, you know, they could totally surprise me and renew it for a 3rd. But it's totally possible, guys. It could still happen. This energy can change. 5 of Cups. People are going to feel like it's too depressing. They're going to be like they're going to go darker with the show, and people, although we like dark, they're going to go darker with the show, and a lot of people, I see their ratings dropping a lot because a lot of people are going to feel like the show is just too dark and it's going to be too triggering. They're going to have a lot of triggering things on the show, and Zendaya is going to be a part of that. But there's going to be a lot of people that love it, and there's going to be a lot of people that hate it. They're going to say you know how shows go. It's usually how they go. Okay, guys, so let's see if... A lot of you guys asked me about Zendaya and Tom, right? So I'm definitely seeing them, that they're talking. They've flirted. There's been some flirting. A lot of flirting. Meeting of the families. You know, at award shows and passing, but I'm not seeing anything serious happen between them. I'm not seeing them be together, guys. They're not together. Zendaya is like, I feel like he is too, Tom. I think that's his name, right, guys? He's like way too busy. He's so busy. If we do see them out, so they could have, you know, gotten together, flirted, dated. I am seeing them talking. I am seeing some form of exchanging, maybe even sexual exchange being present here, but I'm not actually seeing that they've made it official or that they would call each other boyfriend and girlfriend. It's more so like, we're flirting, this is what it is, we're having fun. That's what it feels like to me. It feels very up in the air, so to speak. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I also wanted to go ahead and say too, I'm not doing personal readings. I know people are still asking. Not doing any personal readings. It's going to be a while before I do them, if I do decide to. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I really do apologize for that. Also, I wanted to say that I predicted in my my Jeffree Star video. I predicted in my Jeffree Star video that Jeffree would have a huge collaboration with someone. I didn't know at the time that it was Shane Dawson, so I predicted that. I'm very proud of that, guys, and I just wanted to say that on my channel, that I predicted that Jeffree and Shane would, you know, collab. I just didn't say Shane Dawson. I just said Jeffree is going to have a huge collaboration, and I also feel like other collaborations are going to happen with him, but I think I just said in general a huge collaboration, but I didn't know with who or with a company or what yet. But I do feel other things for him too, Jeffree. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Zendaya. I will do the other girls of Euphoria. I'm really excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. This has been my reading on Zendaya. Like I said, love and light, guys. Bye.